There's my sneeze pre-game. I had to get a pre-game sneeze in.
Hey, bro, pre-game sneezes. You're on top of it, bro.
Welcome to
Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday!
Welcome to another session
Happy Friday.
of the Betrayal of Light. Last time, we had 2 people out for at least a little bit of the session. And the party decided the party received a list of items that they need to gather in order to help the elves try and figure out what is wrong with them. They know that there is a fungus that is acting as a conduit for some sort of planar interference, but they don't know exactly how that's working against them. So they have sent the party out to collect a number of different items. One of them, the party decided, was a crimson flower called the Cinder Bloom or Cinder Blossom. And the party thinks they have an idea as to where the Cinder Blossom grows. All they know is they need to keep it alive and bring it back to Endar Findal without it dying in order to be successful in this endeavor. So they set off towards the mountains of the Scorched Shores, which you can see on the map here. The party is about where the red square diamond is, and they have reached the home of Dorok and Valor, the Stonefury tribe, called Carthun. And the Carthun Ringhold is when we last left the party, they had just reached the gates. Dorok had thrown open the gates. And did I mention what you actually saw, or did I just say,
No.
and you see, we'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z?
That's exactly what you did.
You just
didn't
said
even
we'll
do that.
find out next time.
We'll find out next time. You didn't even say that.
Okay. Well, did I miss anything? Any notes that you guys want to bring to light?
Are you asking if we wanted to do a recap, or just like anything we missed?
Well, did I miss anything? Is there anything that you guys want to bring up that I maybe didn't mention, didn't talk about?
Did you mention that Dorok basically just like stood in the middle of a freaking rock slide and just like took it all like a champ?
I mean, he absolutely did. He was the Stone's Fury and saved everybody except for Italian, who said, "Peace, I'm out," and fucking left you guys to die in the landslide.
It's so quick.
Italian
Dorok-
meat out of there.
Dorok always takes it like a champ.
Right on the chin.
You sound that was personal experience there.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, if your goal is to make me uncomfortable, you did it.
Okay.
I don't think we're missing anything. There was like giant speech scrawled like on the rocks on the way there, and I think like on the floor when we got to the village.
Does anyone remember what it said?
Do not answer the call below. And another one said, "The deep tunnels answer back now."
Sounds about right.
That's not sketchy at all.
Yeah, totally. It's like that's what my cousin wrote during the village. Yeah,
Haha, Sneaky Pete.
yeah, it was Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete.
Hey, maybe it was Shira or Korath.
That's true. Could be one of those two.
Maybe.
They're always playing pranks on us.
Those are the only 2 giants whose like names I have written down. Goliath, I should say.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me back up just a little bit, maybe 20 seconds or so, and let's describe what you see as you make it to Carthun. So, if I recall correctly, Dorok was walking faster than everyone else, and he was the one pulling open the doors before anybody else got there, right?
Why didn't you? I thought we just walked into the town. I don't know if he opened doors, did he?
Yeah, there's these big stone kind of gates that it took him a little bit, but he was able to pry them open, and as he pulled them open, that was the end of the session.
Yeah.
We left on a cliffhanger. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
It's funny about how we left the cliffhanger part of it, the physical act of cliffhanging, to go to another metaphysical cliffhanger.
It's like an elevator joke. It works on so many levels. Okay, so moving on, we get to Dorak. You see the gates of Carthun there. You have traveled for several days. You've survived a landslide. You've saved almost all of your party members. And the final mountain ridge kind of gives its way beneath your feet. You now see the gates of the Stonefury settlement carved into the black cliffs ahead. There's massive basalt terraces that cling to the mountainside. And there's, rope bridges swaying gently in the alpine wind. There's totem poles that are wrapped in weathered hides. They kind of stand watch over the, communal circles. And usually, a place like this is thundering with life. There's people walking back and forth. There's activity going on. And there's drums that kind of echo through some of the valleys sometimes. But there's forge fires that are roaring and voices carrying on. But as you open the doors, you expect to see people at the bonfires and whatnot. But as you open the doors, there is nothing. No guards, no movement, no voices. Only silence. Now, you see that there's smoke still rising from the cook fires throughout the settlement. You see that there's a stew pot that's actually bubbling slowly over the edge and dying, or it's killing the coals that are underneath one of these pots. You also notice there's a fur cloak that lies kind of abandoned beside a carving bench. And the tools of whoever was carving is very neatly arranged. See, there's hunting spears. They're kind of leaning against walls. There's a child's stone figurine that rests in the center of the main path. Kind of out of place. It looks like it was dropped mid-step. But this place is a ghost town.
It's going to just like weekly look up and be like, "Yo, where did everybody go?"
I'm not sure.
Dorak, it looks like they were just here.
But where would they go? Perhaps the chief's house. And Dark's gonna go forward briskly in the direction of the chief's house.
Okay.
See if he can see anything.
Okay. You start walking towards
follow
the
along.
chiefs. Okay. You guys are making your way through the ringhold, and again, you're seeing it looks like a normal everyday activities were happening, but there's just nobody here. And you get about 30 steps or so into the main kind of hub where you're going to branch off to head to the chief's house. And you hear this rumbling again. And the rumbling, again, it doesn't feel like an earthquake. It is more of a rhythmic pulsing, but it's not like a heartbeat. But there's something cyclical about it. Like there is a beat, a rhythm to it. It's not a violent rumbling at all.
Do any of us get any kind of like familiarity with that? Like, have you ever experienced something like that before, whether it be in real life or any kind of addictions before?
Let's see. I know Dorok and Valor did not. Talion has not. Chube
I have not
has
what?
not. You have not had any experience with this type of this type of rumbling
Or rhythm.
or a rhythm. Yes. Now as you're walking further in and you kind of round the corner and start turning towards where the chief's house is, you notice that there is a dust seems to be falling upwards from a hole in the ground.
Like kind of ash blowing upwards?
Yes. It's not ash, but it's dust. And further on beyond it, you see the large kind of stone monument it's carved in the middle of the ringhold.
Middle of the what?
The ringhold. That's what I'm calling the tribe's village. It's the Carthun ringhold.
Does the statue look new, or does it look like it's been there for a while? Like it's something that's part of
It's
the town?
been there for quite some time. It is something Dorok and Valor know well. It's like the city square, but it's a small tribal village kind of thing. But it's just a big monolith that, it's not like a statue. It's more of just, it happens to be a silly shaped rock that was carved, and it has some symbolic meaning, but it was lost many, many, many generations ago. But there are some scrawlings that look newer than the rest. The rest are very weathered, very smoothed out, very eroded. However, the ones that are new, it's carved into the stone at the center, and it's repeated over older, fading markings. And it looks like vandalism at first. But Dorok, and anyone else who can read Giant, the words themselves that are scrawled all over the entire monument is a repeating phrase. Do not answer. Over and over and over and over again. If anyone has seen the movie 23, think Jim Carrey when he's writing 23 on his notebooks, on his chalkboards, like that's what this looks like. But it's scrawled and it says, do not answer.
What about the hole that we found? How big is that hole?
The hole is probably 10 feet wide.
I want to look down into the hole. What do I see?
Looking down into the hole, you see that it's almost like a rope ladder that has been made, and it descends down and down, down into the darkness.
Do I know if this has been here before? Or if this is new?
It does not look familiar.
Dorok, look at this.
What?
Think,
What
do you
is
think
this?
Do you think this is where they went?
I mean, there is no other explanation besides this. At least not that I can see. And he's like looking around for any like signs of people.
Is this hole inside the chief's house? Because I know we said we were going to the chief's house.
No,
Or
it's
is this
not
like
inside the
a hole
chief's
outside?
house. It's outside, seemingly in the middle of one of the paths. It is not anything in particular. It's not.
Do we see any like footprints that you're going to the hole, or footprints around town that seem like they're fairly recent and kind of like running in a paddock pattern?
You do not see any footprints at all. If they were here, the winds have blown the dust and kind of covered those tracks.
But you said that the fire seems warm, like it's been recently used.
Correct.
So the wind was able to blow away footprints that fast?
Yes.
We're
This
at the top
is
of a mountain.
yeah. This is a stone mountain. So any footprints would just be disturbances in dust that has settled, and because the wind is constantly blowing up here in the mountain tops, there's not really footprints that you'll be able to find.
Would I be able to find any like markings about where people went? Like if I do like a survival check and use my skills, or I can figure out exactly who I can just track
Yes.
people's movements.
Go ahead, make me a survival check.
So Tube gets, weakly, goes to the ground, puts his hands on the ground, looks up, and tries to see if he can actually get anything. Rolling high.
Oh.
Thought it was a 12 for a second there.
What
did I.
Well, even with that roll, with a 9, you are able to determine that looking around, it takes you a couple minutes or so, but you're able to notice that the fires, right, the cook fires, all the activities that have a way to show how long they've been happening, such as the fire has died down a lot more. The fires around the outside of the village, or around the outskirts of the village, seem to be much further along than, say, the fires that have been set closer to the hole.
So the fires further away have been going on longer than I don't know what that means, but so the fires closer to the hole are more recent than the ones that are further away.
Yes.
I want to look down the hole while
go
he's
ahead.
like looking around. Do I see anything?
No,
Or
because
does it, like,
the
extend?
rope ladder goes down quite a bit, and it goes into the darkness further than you can see.
Can I grab like a rock or like a pebble, cast
Yep.
light on it, and drop it down the hole?
Yep. You absolutely can. You grab a pebble, you cast light on it, and you drop it down, and it falls for quite some time. 20 seconds, maybe. And you see
Jeez.
that it hits the ground and stops, bounces, and kind of rolls in one direction for a little bit. And the ladder goes all the way down.
The ladder goes all the way down, but it's hard to tell what else is down there.
We could always just go down and check.
I'll lead the way. Dork is going to.
I don't know if two base can make it very easily.
Oh crap. It's a
Tube.
10-foot hole.
Tube, you can turn into
We have rope, right?
animals, right? Yeah,
I can't turn into a bird.
but if you can still use your... Well, I was thinking small. You could sit on a shoulder. Or a pocket.
Yeah.
All my animals are pretty big. I'm a giant crab, a giant frog, and a wolf. Or a horse.
But a wolf would be small,
how-
or a giant frog would be smaller than a Goliath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we have rope, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to hold the. Yeah, we do have
Dorak,
rope.
yeah, Dorak could take you down. It's large enough.
Or like you just drop me down with a rope.
That's a lot further. That rock fell for 20 seconds.
Let me see how much rope I have. I think
That's
I have
a
like about.
long time.
That's
It
like-
doesn't say. It
like
just says rope in
150.
my inventory.
It's
Just
like 150.
We can just tie you to the back of Dorak again.
if Ernwig were
you can
here,
go
I could
down
just see
back
him.
to back.
Hey, Tube, look down that hole. Hey, don't worry about me. Just look down the hole.
Keep him in
Hey,
there.
that's not very nice of you, dog. Oh man. No, you can
carry
do
him down.
just go back to back with Dorak, and like you can put your feet on one side, he can put his feet on the other, and you can just like shimmy your way down. You don't even need the ladder.
I feel like that would be slower than just me strapping him on my
Yeah,
back.
and I should be
It
able to climb
absolutely is.
down. I should be able to climb down a ladder. Climbing up would be a little bit different. Climbing down, all I have to do is let my body hang
True.
And not let go.
and not let go. I
Don't
should
let
be
go.
fine doing that.
It's not like a regular. It's a rope ladder though. A
Yeah.
rope ladder. So I
Yeah.
feel like it'd be harder to like hold on to, wouldn't it?
No, it's the same thing because you just grab the sides of the rungs, all right, and then you just slide down. I can just cover my hands with some kind of leather so it doesn't burn my hands, and just lower myself down.
So we think you'll be okay on the way down, but just not on the way up.
Way up might be an issue, but we might have another way of doing it on the way up. So rather than have somebody waste their energy getting me down and up, they only have to waste their energy getting me up.
I say like
Ready?
some of us should go down first, and then Tube, and then the rest of us. Like keep Tube like in the middle of the group on our
There's nothing wrong with
descent.
I can't catch Tube, so I'll go after.
I want to look at Dorak. Dorak, do you like seem nervous or something, or like anxious to go down, or what are you thinking? What's on your mind?
Dorak just wants to go down at this point. He doesn't care about the plan.
Dorak, I think you should go ahead, and we'll figure out the rest. We'll follow behind you.
Okay. Dorak's gonna just like and start heading down the ladder.
Okay.
Okay, so Dorak, you are down the ladder. Who's next, if anybody?
Well,
I'll probably go next.
Actually, I should go next because if I fall
Oh,
down,
yeah.
I'm only crushing one person, not everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Alright, so Tube's next. And Tube, you are... This is going to be tough. Climbing down the ladder. Yes, I mean, it's just a matter of stepping down. But in your condition, you are still fairly weak and decrepit. But
Bitch.
you are able to finagle your way, although very slowly. You're able to get yourself into a position and slowly start working your way down the ladder after Dorak. Dorak, are you
And I'm gonna do it.
waiting?
I'm gonna do it to where like I slide, not like climbing down, but like slide down like slowly 5 feet. That way I use less energy.
Okay. Now, Dorak, are you just climbing down the ladder, or are you kind of slowing your descent to kind of compensate for the fact that Tube is going slower?
Hold on.
I don't know why that would matter really.
I don't like that.
I'm just curious if
I
he's
threw it
leaving
in
you
the dice
behind or
tower.
not.
You should leave me behind.
I'll let you narrate, but if it's low, I leave him behind. I'll wait for him.
Okay, well, you start climbing down the ladder. You notice that Tube is deciding that he's going to be going after this. And you you're hemming and hawing. You're like, do I wait for him? Do I not wait for him? Do I wait for him? Do I not wait for him? And you kind of sort of are very non-committal about this. You just climb down the ladder normally. You're not leaving him behind, like you're not rushing to get down to the bottom of the ladder, but you're also not slowing very much.
Okay.
So you are, I mean, as you're walking or working your way down the ladder, you are slowly getting a little further away from Tubei.
Okay.
Now, Tubei, you are sliding down slowly. And you're able to deal. You're able to make it down the rope ladder without falling off. At least for right now. You guys are about halfway down. Has anybody gone after Tubei? Or are the rest of you waiting at the top? Italian? Okay. So are you basically right on top of Tubei as he's taking his time? Or are you giving him space?
I'm giving him space.
You're giving him space, okay? Noeon and Valor, what are you guys doing?
You want to go first?
Okay, so you're gonna go last, right?
Correct. I'd like to.
Okay. Okay. Well, you guys make it down to the bottom. Now, Dorok, you make it down and you see the light from the pebble. And it's about 20 feet away from you. And you see that it has kind of gone down the beginnings of a hallway, of a cavern. And down this cavern, there's nothing but darkness. But you can see that there is a cave. It's not just a room here at the bottom of this.
Mindz or
Yep.
DM, can I cast a find familiar spell and just summon basically something nocturnal, like either a bat or a rat, so they can scout ahead
With Find Familiar?
with find familiar?
Okay, take your pick.
I think what would be a better thing? It's probably a bat would probably be better.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use find familiar and find a bat. And basically, I'm gonna tell the bat, it's like, I'm gonna need you to, scout ahead, make sure the there's no dangers about coming for us. If something happens, I need you to squeal really loudly in my thoughts, and I'll let you know, or that will let us know that something's up there. And I can go. I have a telepathic communication with them within 100 feet.
Okay. So you want it to fly 100 feet ahead?
Yeah, around 100 feet away. Don't go farther than 100 feet. Yes.
Of course. Yes. They are smart enough to do that. Well, you made it down to the bottom, and Dorok was the first one down. He noticed that the pebble had fallen and bounced and rolled into kind of the entrance of this cave. And with that cave, it's just darkness up ahead. There's no mining lanterns or anything of that sort that are kind of stuck on the walls to show people through the cavern. But Tubei has stepped up and he has summoned a familiar, a bat, and has sent it out ahead to scout.
I'm also going to turn off the light on the pebble then and cast light at the tip of my staff.
On the tip of your staff, okay. Sounds good to me. So now you have light at the end of your staff.
Here, I'll put it right here, just for myself.
So, heading down into this cave, with the bat flying ahead of you guys.
What do we see now that the light's on?
Now that the light's on, it is just a 15-foot wide, 15-foot tall, straight cavern. And this tunnel that you guys are in kind of curves a little bit, and then it'll curve back, gently swaying things, but it's just a path at this point. You guys are in a cavern. Getting further down into it, after walking for a couple minutes. Go ahead.
I do have a question. The cave walls around us, Noeon wouldn't really know the difference, but I'm sure the others would. Is this look natural, or is this like clearly carved out? Are there supports like this used to be an old mine shaft, or is it just a natural tunnel, it seems?
Okay, good question. This cavern has no supports. This is not.
It was like recently dug out by like moles.
Maybe. Really big moles, or a community of
really
moles.
big worms.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
Like, is it
round
unnaturally
like
straight?
No, it is not
Is the
unnaturally
question.
straight. It is not straight. The walls are not super smooth. Like this looks like this was not like a boring machine made it. This was
Natural.
It was burned.
Yes, this feels, or when you look at it as a player, not as a character. If you look at it, it looks like it was naturally designed, created, etc., etc.
It's not ready for that, Baylor.
My bad. They were asking if it was straight, so I was like, sorry.
Is the gate tunnel just limp? I don't know.
Yikes.
For the people watching, he posted
Tunnel
straight or gay tunnel.
Well, yeah, it's definitely curvy in all the right places.
Well, what about the
Is
left
that your
places?
kind of tunnel?
we don't talk about Noeon's kind of tunnels, okay?
Oh. I just was like, because you take care of yourself every night, that I thought
So
you
wait,
would know.
so Noeon's tunnel or Noeon's preferred tunnel?
I mean,
No comment.
depends.
I plead the fifth.
The innuendo counter just like ding, ding, ding.
Just went up like 6 times.
Well, let's talk about tunnels and boring. Let's not bore the audience.
Gosh dang it. You need a dad joke. There's a separate dad joke section for Baylor.
Low effort pun sections, you mean?
Those are my favorite.
We know.
Dang, calling you out like that.
It's okay, you guys love me.
It's true.
I hope.
Yes.
That was a really quick. I hope.
He's like, maybe.
Okay, so continuing down the tunnel, you eventually come upon a light around the next bend. It looks to be a campfire.
Would the bat seen that first?
Yes. The bat would be able to see it, and it would relay to you that there is, up around the next bend, there is some sort of light, it's a flickering light.
Can I basically do the bonus action and see through the bat's eyes and see what it sees?
Can you what?
So, as if I'm familiar, one of the things I can do is basically I can see through the bat's eyes.
Yes.
So I basically want to do that to see when it looks at the campfire. I want it to scope out the whole area, just nobody will be there, and out. I just want to get a vision of what I see in front of me.
Okay. So you walk forward quite a little bit, because as the familiar, you're going to fly around the bend. And with that, you tap into your best vision, and things change. You can see things. Whereas normally you wouldn't be able to see without the light next to you. But you see up ahead, around the bend, as the bat flies around the corner, there is indeed a campfire. And there's 3 Goliaths huddling around it, not for heat, but just literally chilling. They're sitting around and, eating some rations.
All right. And do they look like Goliaths that we attribute to
They look like
Dorok
Dorok.
and his clan? Okay. So I'm gonna take myself out of the vision, and I'm gonna relay to the group, kind of quietly, so maybe I don't want anybody to hear us. It's like in a whisper, it's like, "Yo, there's 3 Goliaths up there by a campfire, just chilling."
Goliaths.
Goliaths. Dorok, do you want to go ahead of time and just like see what's going on?
You're gonna be like saying that statement, and as you're saying it, Dork's already gonna be walking ahead.
Hey, Vela, are you gonna follow behind?
Sorry, I was muted. Absolutely.
Yeah. So Dork's gonna rush ahead, pretty briskly, not like a full run, but pretty quickly. And hopefully see who these Goliaths are.
Okay. Now, as you walk around the bend, right, you're able to see the fire, especially with Valor next to you. You can see the light. And as you cross the corner, you see that there are 3 Goliaths from your tribe. You do know them. You haven't really spoken much, but you have seen them around. They are indeed part of your tribe.
Yes. Okay.
Do we know their names? Like, even if they're like, we're not like super like close friends, like we know them as part of our tribe, right?
Yes, you do. It is Corum Stonefury, Vasher Stonefury, and Thun Stonefury.
What was that second one? Daysher?
Vasher. Vaeshr.
Like Valor, but with a slur.
Vasher.
I mean,
Dorok's gonna go forward, and he's Big Shore.
And
You guys are alive.
Koron Thun!
And Vasher turns to you, and both of you know that they are brothers. They are blood brothers. And Vasher is the spiritual one, lean, pale-eyed, covered in ash markings, wears a dozen of dangling bone charms that softly kind of clank whenever the mountain trembles. But he seems very, very calm.
Calm, not like perturbed or disturbed.
No, just
Like-
calm. I mean, he's always been more of a stoic than his 2 brothers.
Abnormally calm.
Yeah. Abnormally calm, especially in this situation. And you see that he is... he's been meditating. And you see that in front of him there are geometric patterns that have been sketched into the ash. And he turns his head to you, and you see that his eyes are still kind of white, like they've rolled up into his head. But he's looking directly at you. He goes, "Oh, Dorok. Hello, my brother." are you?
Very
Aren't you
sure.
supposed to be out on your journey?
This is part of my journey. What happened up there? Where is everyone?
What do you mean?
Where's the rest of the tribe?
Do you not hear the call?
Paul?
The mountain. It is attempting to communicate.
I grip my staff very tightly.
Durox
Dude. Dude, Quorum, what is he talking about?
And Thune, being the younger or youngest of the three, he's heavily scarred. He's restless. You can see that he's visibly sleep deprived, and he's got a climbing, what are the terms? The boots on. Like he's got the climbing boots strapped to his back. He was one of the scouts that would go up and scout from the mountaintops, from the peaks. Right? He's got a massive maul as well, and you see he keeps glancing into the darkness further down the tunnel, like he's expecting something to emerge. Like he's very you could tell that he's frightened of something, but he's trying to hide it. And he goes, I don't know. We came down here and I haven't seen anybody since they all left.
Left? Left where?
And you see he nods down into the darkness of what's further down the tunnel.
DM, I assume we've all caught up by this point. Or if not, I would like to make my presence known. And
Yes.
do I notice anything physically unwell with them? Should you say two of them look a little more scared, or at least sound a little more like unnerved by what's going on?
I haven't
Is there anything
I haven't described Quorum yet. Vaishur, the middle brother, and he is the middle height of it. He's drawing geometric patterns in the ashen dust on the floor, and he's like meditating but speaking to you at the same time. Thune, the younger and smallest of the brothers, who is heavily scarred, seems to be nervous about something further down the path.
Right.
Now, I'm going to describe Quorum. Quorum is broad even by Goliath standards. He has these large black geometric tattoos, and they are from his endurance rites and the avalanche survival marks. He is kind of the survivalist brick shithouse of the Goliath tribe in particular. And you'll see that his left shoulder is wrapped tightly in blood-stained bindings. And he's sitting sharpening a stone blade obsessively.
Okay. Is there anything physically unwell with them? And then also those bloods, like noticeably physically unwell with them. And that blood-stained bindings, do they look fresh, or like...
They look fairly fresh, like last day or two.
Okay.
DM, I'm going to direct, catch up to him as well, but I'm also going to direct that to basically go further in the cave and scout ahead while this conversation is going on.
Good call.
Okay. So the bat takes off and stops at 99 feet and 11 inches. And there is more cave. There's nothing that I can see going that much further down.
Alright, still going to have it as a sentry.
Yep. And I want to point out that as you guys are getting further into the cave, it's actually it's descending. It's going further into the mountain. It's not just going further in, but it's also going lower and lower as the further you get into the mountain.
Kind of like a downward slope.
Yes.
Quorum.
But it's a gradual slope.
What did you see?
Now, Corum or Thune, the younger one?
Quorum, the one sharpening his.
The sharpening
sword.
blade? Okay.
Quorum is the oldest, right?
Yes, he is the oldest. Now, he stops sharpening his blade and looks up at you. I mean, he's he's fiercely trying to figure out how to say this without making this an innuendo. But he is fuck it. He's fiercely he is standing at attention even when sitting down. Like, you could tell that he is built for action. Right? He's protective, and you've always known Corum that even though you never really spoke to him, but he talks with his action, so he doesn't talk very much. But as he stops sharpening his blade as if something important needs to be said, he looks at you, Valor, and he says, "Mountain is spiritually poisoned."
By what?
I don't know.
What's wrong with Vasher?
Vasher is Vasher. And he says it thinking, he is pointing out the fact that Vasher is very philosophical, deeply spiritual. He thinks that everything has to do with spirits attempting to communicate with people. So it's just this is just how he is. Remember? Kind of a tone.
We look back at Thune and say, "What did you see in that darkness?"
Well, there was moving shapes inside the stone. Saw glowing eyes beneath the fissures. And some of us walked into a wall, through a wall, and vanished. And with that, he glances back at the darkness towards where the bat is standing, a sentry.
And Tubi's gonna speak up for the first time. It's like, vanish? Like, they went through like a portal?
Like they melted into the stone and disappeared. Now I want to go down there and find whoever's there and bring them back out. But there's something else down there.
What is it? Did you see it?
I saw some sort of movement. Like an eye was behind one of the crystal fissures. But no, I didn't see anything else. I just know that there's something. We need to save them.
The rest of our tribe is there.
Yeah, they're further down. Corum and I, we weren't gonna leave Vasher down there. Vasher wanted to try and talk, but you can't talk with whatever that is.
You did good. Valor and I will go down. And we will see about what is taking our people.
I do have a question for the party. Does anybody have any ability to get inside the mind of the Goliath talking? If they're talking about, did you hear the call? And obviously we're not hearing the call. So is there any of us way to see or get into his head to figure out what he's hearing?
I could try talking to him, like send a message like I did with the elf. I don't have much else though.
I don't know if that's gonna work though.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't think like sending a message to the crazy elf helps, and I heard another voice. So honestly, I'm willing to try it out.
That, and I also like to think that Noeon took that literally and is just gonna like put his hands up to his ears and just try to listen a little more intently than he was before.
I'm gonna follow Tube's suggestion, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast a message to Bayshire.
Well, I didn't make that suggestion. I was me above the table. I said for the party.
Oh, that was above the table? Oh, I thought like
That was
Tube
above
was
the
asking.
table. So like I was just trying to figure out if anybody has anything like that.
I was thinking along the same line. I just don't have anything to do that. So Noeon's
Come on,
gonna hold his
Vinny,
hands up to his ears and hope, and Valor can do the real thing.
I'm gonna
2
cast.
days just gonna do what he always does: is meditate and see if he hears anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have like anything to like read minds. I'm gonna just cast message and say Bayshore. Bayshire. You said the mountain is calling. What is it saying?
And you hear a whispered voice of Vasher. Stonefury ancestors always knew the deep places dream. The tribesmen who have left were chosen to listen. I'm trying to understand why they were chosen.
Is that what he says?
That's what he says, yes.
I'm gonna relay that to the party.
Talion, we haven't heard from you. What are you doing?
I'm just sitting back because there's not much I can do at the moment.
Okay.
Tube, while sitting down, kind of like trying to hear the mountain, is going to ask, is Vasher is the one who's talking, right? Who's the one who's talking again?
Vasher is the one that was talking via the message. Thune is the youngest one who's saying, something took them. They walked through the walls and there's something else down there. And Corum, the eldest, is the one who's basically, he hasn't really said much aside from
Who's the one who's trying to understand what is being said?
the meditating one, Vasher,
Vasher,
the middle brother.
So I'm gonna ask Vasher, do you know who put the messages all around the mountain range saying not to follow the call or don't answer the call?
I do not know. Why would somebody not answer the call? When the mountain calls, we should answer.
You didn't see any of the warnings that we saw when we came up the mountain saying do not answer the call. It's scribbled all over the place.
I did not. I saw somebody.
How long
carving
have you guys been
something
down here?
on 3 days.
3 days?
Holy
3
shit.
days.
So either they've been oblivious to messages that the writing, or the writing has been put on the walls or on the rock sides within the last 3 days, is what we're saying.
Or they may have potentially been down here longer and thought it was 3 days.
And how do we explain the fires in the town?
1 or 2 people. Or people trickling down here, not all in one go, as they hear the call. These 3 have been down here 3 days. I assume they weren't the first. That's my thought process, at least. Definitely not No Way Out. That's mine, the player.
Logic makes sense to me.
And I'm gonna relay to the group. If you want to go deeper into the cave, my familiar hasn't seen any dangers yet within the next 100 feet, so I think we're good. If you guys want to try to see,
I think we have to keep it moving forward.
I know that that Baylor and I must go forward in an attempt to save our people. I would not ask that you guys come as well, unless you freely offer help.
I'm gonna whisper to where, or talk to where Valor and Dorok can hear me. It's like, do you want your clansmen to follow along with us, or do you want them to stay here? Do you trust them?
There is something odd with Bashir.
I think the other 2 should stay here and keep an eye on him. I think they're safer with each other.
Dude, want to explain to him what's going on?
Yes, I will. Bashir, we will go down and we will see about this call that's calling us all. You stay here and keep a lookout for any other Goliaths. And he's gonna be looking at all 3 of them as he says this. Can you do that, you 3?
I will continue communicating until I can find an answer.
Dora's gonna give like a pointed look at man, I'm blanking on the older brother's name right
Corum.
now. Corum. Just kind of like watch your brother kind of thing.
And Corum will look at you and just kind of nod. And he's gonna pull out from behind him. He's been working on fastening a number of stone twigs together. Like, literally, he has pieces of stone that he has fashioned into kind of the start of a makeshift barricade or palisade kind of thing. And he will start trying to tie more things onto it to make a bigger, stronger barricade.
Then Dorak will turn to the others. They will stay here and keep watch for us. I believe it's time to continue our journey down.
Let's go.
On we go.
Okay. So
Onward we go.
Here we go.
Keeping the bat in sentry mode.
Okay. So you are continuing on down the way. So you travel down, and after another minute or so of walking, you're not hearing any noises, you're not seeing any more campsites. But you're hearing every 10-15 minutes or so, another one of the rumblings, right? Kind of sounds something like this. So, further down the pathway, after about 20 minutes or so, Valor, you notice this because you have the light on your staff. It opens up into this large circular room, and there are 4 tunnels. One that you just came out of, and 3 tunnels ahead of you. This seems to be a hub of this cavern system. Now, there's nothing that differentiates one tunnel from the next, aside from the way that you came in versus where you're looking. But in this room, you see that there are some veins of light, threads of light, almost like there's light being shined through like a fiber optic system. And you can see that, like, in the marbling of whatever this stone is, there is this tinge of color. It's not like the Orenthal, you know, that bright blue that seemed to be appearing through the cracks in the rock. But this is a different color. Give me a color. Anybody.
Purple.
Purple. Okay. Light purple,
yeah.
like a lavender, or like a deep, rich, royal purple?
Let's go.
Yes.
Deep rich.
Okay. So you have this deep, rich purple color, similar to Noeon's hair. And you have this marbling that kind of, it doesn't quite illuminate it, but there's something here. You're able to see a lot more than if you weren't going to, or if you didn't have it.
And it's these lights are coming from one of the 4 tunnels.
It's throughout the entire room and all of the 3 tunnels going forward. There's not a lot of the little cracks where the colored veins of, you know, ore is. But
Do
they're there.
we hear any like movement or wind or voices from any of the 3 tunnels?
That's the beauty of it. Nothing. You hear echoes of your, any sort of footprints. If you speak out, you will hear your voice echo, but you don't hear movement or footsteps or anything down any one of the tunnels, including the one that you guys came in from.
Oh shit. Okay. Italian. Do you have something so that we could mark the walls so that should we choose to go down one of these tunnels, we know which one we came back from?
Yeah, I have some charcoal if that would work.
That'd be amazing. We don't have to mark the whole way. Maybe just like mark the entrance of the one that we came from.
Sure. What kind of symbol do you want me to use? So it can be easily identifiable.
Let's do an arrow pointing up, as in the exit to go back up. And Mindz, is there any... What's the ground made of? Is it still like the same stone material that it was above ground? Or is it dirt? Is it sandy? Is there footsteps down here?
You cannot see any footsteps. This is a dank cave.
Word.
Yes, exactly.
That kind of dank?
It is that dank.
Oh no way.
I had to stop myself.
It
from sounding
smells a
bigger.
little funny too.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Dang it, Smug.
I didn't play it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Rock, which way should we go?
Hmm.
Do you want my bat to figure out which way first?
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
yes.
this is a good idea.
So I'll have my bat go to the left first, at least 100 feet, and if it signals me that I want it to signal me that it's either clear or anything significant to actually.
Okay. Well, you're gonna send it down the first tunnel. It's gonna go 100 feet. It's gonna signal back. There's nothing there. It's just a tunnel.
Okay.
You're gonna bring
All
it
right,
back.
and then can you do this? Can you have it come back and do the same thing in the other tunnel?
Yes. The second tunnel, same thing.
Yep.
Third tunnel, the same thing. There's nothing within the first 100 feet of any of the tunnels.
For the next 100 feet, all 3 tunnels seem clear.
I guess we just pick one.
In fact, let me show you what it looks like. Now, I've been trying to figure out how to get this to be purple, but this...
Oh. Did I screw it up?
No, it just happened to be blue, but this is what the cave looks like.
Oh,
So-
that's beautiful.
So it's
Why
hard.
does it look like a mouth of a lizard?
Mouth of a Darren. I'm just kidding.
Darren, it was you!
I told you he's the BBEG.
Can you imagine the BBG just like disguises himself as a lizard to know our plans?
It's smug.
That was me trying to set it down and not make a noise. I fucked it up.
So, we have tunnel A, tunnel B, and tunnel C. What are we doing?
Let's go with Tunnel C.
Mhm.
So we can see what's down there.
Mm-hmm. But
Got it.
Yeah, let's go.
Everyone agree?
Yeah,
Tunnel C?
that sounds good to me.
And
All
Talon,
right.
you're marking the walls, right?
yes, sir.
All right. So, you guys start heading down tunnel C. And where did we go? So you start making it down the path.
It's just like a standardized test. You can see.
There's my bat. There's my
Yes.
bat in the background, guys. Do you hear him?
Yep.
Yeah, or it's like the vision test. Is A or B better? A or B?
One or,
Or
two.
I don't know. Can I look at one again?
Or two.
Well, then here's the real
Ah,
question.
they're
Okay, well,
they're
I'm going to
looking
show
similar.
you tunnel B. And tunnel B is not the correct one. Now, I will give you the option to change to tunnel A.
Oh no.
Are you sure
Tunnel
you want to
C.
go down tunnel C?
I mean, Rancid Pixie said that the tunnel is, or the
Answer's
correct
always
answer is
C.
always C. So I think we got to go with that.
Multiple choice
if it's
test,
the
always
correct-
C.
Hold on. If it's the correct answer, don't we want to go the wrong way first?
What
So
are
we
we
can see everything?
clearing? Are we clearing paths like it's a Souls like?
We're full clearing. We gotta full clear the entire Dark Souls map.
You know, with
No,
how
I'm done with
ominous the music is, I'm curious if that's even going to make it through to the stream. Because I know Smug heard it.
I hear it on my end.
I heard it.
Alright.
Okay, so you
I
guys are
say we
sticking
go
with tunnel
down.
C?
Tunnel C. That's our
C.
final answer.
He's still.
Okay.
Zorak's okay with that.
Now I need to get the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Ba 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 ba. Sound effect.
Can we phone a friend?
I mean, that's what your message is for, right?
I think Rancid Pixies are phone a friend, and he said it was C, so.
There you go. Okay, so you guys head down Tunnel C. Now, you walk for a couple minutes, right? About half a mile-ish.
Jesus.
And it's still more of this that you're looking at. Although, as you're walking, Valor, you still have your light on, I assume, yes?
If it fades out, I would just reapply it.
Yes. I think it lasts like an hour. Yeah, it does.
But we did walk like half a mile, so just in case.
Well, it's been a couple minutes. It's been like 5, 6, 7 minutes-ish. So, for the people that have dark vision, you guys are probably out front and you're able to see a little bit further. But after about half a mile into Tunnel C, you happen upon a Goliath lying prone on the floor.
I bat would have seen him first, right?
Yes, that's what I'm narrating is as you're going through there, the bat has to stay 100 feet ahead of you. It can't go any further, but it notices that there's a Goliath on the floor ahead of you guys.
And I relay that back to the party.
Is he
Oh, yeah, did you
okay?
hear that?
Is he okay?
My back couldn't tell me. Do you want me to? And then I just automatically just go into the bat's vision. And
Okay.
What do I see?
This Goliath, again, looks similar to Dorok, and it is lying prone, not moving, face down.
Can I see if it's breathing?
As the bat, do you want to land next to it and study
Closely
it?
gonna hover near it and see if I can actually study it. Yeah.
Okay. You can see that it is breathing slowly, steadily, gently.
All right. And I'm gonna relay that back to. I'm gonna get out the bat's vision and I'm gonna relay it back to the party and be like, the Goliath's laying face down on the ground, breathing very slowly, calm, but it's kind of like either he was knocked unconscious or
Then what are we waiting for? And then Dorak's gonna start rushing forward.
Wait, take Noyan with you.
I'm already following.
and I'm camping behind everybody.
Okay.
I'm also following.
You guys make it
I'll be
up
right
to the
back,
Goliath.
guys.
All right. You guys make it up to the Goliath. And Dorok, you approach the Goliath, and he's got the same big kind of geometric shapes tattooed onto his arms and shoulders, similar to you and to Korum and everybody else. But he's not quite face down, but he's slightly on his side. His head is resting on the crook of his elbow, like he's taking a nap on the floor in the middle of this cave.
Do you know him?
Do I recognize him, Mindz?
You've seen him in passing. I mean, your village is very small and close-knit. You might not have spoken to him much, but you do know of him.
Well, he's a member of our tribe, as he's like inching his hand closer to him.
I'm gonna squat like kind of on the other side of him, about where his chest is, and wait for Dorok to touch him or move him or anything like that before I do anything. Because he doesn't, at least as far as you've described, he doesn't visibly seem hurt or anything crazy. So I'm gonna wait for a second.
Dork's gonna push his shoulder, like, wake up.
Dorok,
Are you alright?
you're here.
Yes.
Ugh. Why was I taking a nap?
Hey,
We found you on the ground.
what about the rest of the tribe? Have you seen them?
I have not. I came down here to answer the call. Something down here
Dude.
calls to us.
Do you still feel that call? Right now?
Yes, I do.
Noeon's
Well-
gonna close his eyes and try to hear the call. Just listen again.
Well, we found some others. Bashir and his brothers. We can take you to them, and they can watch you there.
Vashir, Korum, and Thrun, yes?
Yes.
They seemed
Come on.
against the call.
Bashir is meditating on the call. As Dora kind of gives Baylor a look. Like, what the heck is this call?
I see that look. Take it in.
But come on, we must get you over to the fire. It'll be more comfortable there.
Hey, Mindz, out of curiosity, do I notice it?
The call?
Said call? Yeah. Just out of curiosity.
You do not.
Okay.
I do have I'm too busy to ask. Is this call like? Is it kind of like a convincing and calm voice? Like it's something you want to follow, or is it more like a demand?
It is neither. It is something spiritual that draws us. It draws us. And he's racking his brain trying to figure out how to say this. I don't know.
Does Dorok feel the call at all?
You do not. You don't feel anything out of the ordinary. Chube, you neither. Valor, no. And Noeon, no. Nothing is calling to you, aside from maybe your stomach if you're hungry, but
Then out of the corner with the steel chair. Ernwig! I'm just kidding.
You left me again, guys. No.
I just started to think that Ernwig's scared of tunnels.
but he goes to sleep underground.
he buries himself every night, right?
Right, there's a difference between buried and in the open spaces below. He's the opposite of claustrophobic.
Spaceophobic.
That's why he wears armor. That's why he wears armor. We figured it out. We've cracked the case.
Oh my goodness!
He wants the constant embrace of the ground. He doesn't like
Figured
open
out. We
spaces.
figured out our rig.
Oh, it's childhood trauma. He wasn't hugged enough as a kid.
Yep.
Oh,
Let me-
Completed.
guys, to make him feel better when he comes back, all of us should just like keep throwing
Big-
dirt on him so he can get closer to home.
I thought we all was gonna hug him. I know it.
Oh, I was gonna say big group hug, but that works
Big
too.
group hug, yeah.
But Dorok's gonna grab him and then start kind of directing him towards where the three brothers were.
Okay, and he's going to slowly but eventually allow you to guide him. And you see that he's looking over his shoulder back towards further down the tunnel. And you kind of see him go, the call. The call. It calls to us. But he's slowly allowing you to lead him away from this.
Is he getting entranced right now?
No, but he's very disoriented and confused.
Is he like reluctantly agreeing to like let us like take him up somewhere else?
Yes. He's, from his body actions and his body movement and whatnot, you could tell that he feels that this is not the correct way, but he's allowing you to lead him nonetheless. Okay, so who is taking this person back to the three brothers?
Well, we're separating the party out?
I
It
don't
seems
know.
like a great idea.
I mean, everybody can go.
I was gonna. If Dorok was gonna help guide him back, I was going to as well.
Yeah. Dorok and Noyan can go, and then as we're leaving, we'll say, Dorok will say, Tube, do you mind scouting ahead while we take him back?
I'll stay with Tube.
Very slowly I can do that, yeah.
Okay. We'll
Tell me-
meet up with you soon.
Do you mind sticking with us since Tube is a little under the weather still?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, the three of us will continue down here. We
And
take
that
them
way I
up-
can continue marking the path so they can find us.
Yeah.
We will meet with you soon, brother. Be careful down here.
I'll give you a
Something
knowing look.
strange afoot.
I send you a message. Whatever this call is, don't answer. I don't like what it looks like. I don't like what it's doing to our family.
You as well, brother. As he starts heading back with the Goliath.
Do you want?
Hmm.
Do you guys have night vision? Dark vision?
I do, yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Noyan, do you have dark vision?
Nope. But I do have a lantern. There's
Okay.
plenty of oil.
Ooh, okay, good. Because
Will
I
you
was
do
like,
lantern? I'm gonna cast light. I can cast light on the tip of your spear, and we can take the lantern.
yeah. If you wanna cast on the tip of like my halberd, that would be good.
Yeah.
Tip.
Okay, so you guys are splitting up.
Now you say it out loud,
Mhm.
like such a great idea. But yeah,
Okay,
that's exactly what we're
wonderful.
doing.
I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah, That's a great idea.
Literally sent you a video about this today.
Uh-huh.
Literally sent him a video about this exact scenario this morning.
Oh, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so why do you think he's doing it?
We
We are doing this. We did not have to do this part of it. This was not what Mindz suggested we do. This is
You
us
can
doing
do
this
whatever the
ourselves.
hell you want to do.
I like how like every single one of us knew this is the biggest taboo when it comes to dungeon crawling, and we're just like, yeah, let's do it anyway.
Well,
I mean,
We have an
a
injured
scout.
person though,
We have an injured person and a scout.
and we're only
should be
going
fine.
back like a couple,
going
like
back
30
straight.
minutes.
Half a mile away.
Oh, only 30 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be
Half a mile isn't
fine.
that far. It's like 15
Right.
minutes walking.
Small 30-minute walk.
You realize you have a
exactly.
halfling in your group. A half a mile is like a mile to them.
Yeah, so you guys will be a
We
lot
also have
slower.
you, and right now
And
a
then we'll
half
be
a mile is like 7 miles.
True.
Okay, just because.
Get 3 feet down the way. I gotta catch my breath. Hold on.
Okay. So, with Noeon and Dorak leading this older, not elderly, but this full-grown adult Goliath back towards the three brothers, what are the other 3 of you doing? Are you walking down the cave still? Are you sitting still waiting for them to get back?
We're gonna do the 100 feet intervals, pretty much scouting.
Scouting, okay.
Yeah,
I
100
think
feet
we're, like,
intervals. I mean, they're gonna catch
going
up to us pretty soon because I'm not moving very fast.
Yeah, I think we're like slow down our pace like on purpose. Like at half the pace that we were going before.
Okay, that's fine. So eventually, walking takes another couple minutes, 5-6 minutes or so of 100 feet at a time. But the bat is not seeing anything. You are just constantly continuing on down the path, and after a while, you start to notice that it's been a decent amount of time, and you haven't seen Dorak or Noeon coming back. They haven't caught up with you again. But the bat is able to notify Tubei that there is something up ahead.
I want to give them the bat's vision.
Yep. And you can see this time that there are some Goliaths that, again, they seem to match Dorak's tribe. Everything. The geometric tattoo shapes on the shoulders, the darker gray looking colored skin as opposed to the bright, vibrant colors of, say, Tubei. Even in the dark, you can see that it's much more of a matte, earthy tone. And you can see that there's 2 Goliaths that are actually picking something from the ground. Like they're picking a weed or a plant or something.
I don't want the bat to get too close to really see what it is, because even if it's still kind of a fey bat, I don't want it to be noticed. So
Okay.
I'm trying to keep it to distance, but I am gonna relay what the bat sees to Valor, and with the descriptions of the Goliath that the bat can give, would he be able to recognize or just sense which Goliaths those are, or who they are?
Would who be able to recognize them? Valor?
Valor, because Valor's with me. So
Not from how far the bat has to be to not be detected.
okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna inform Valor as there seems to be 2 more. I'm not gonna say it loud. I'm gonna be kind of in a more quiet voice. There seems to be 2 Goliaths picking something from the ground. I mean, something from the earth. I don't know what it is, but I do recommend that we wait until the rest of the party catches up to us for the next few minutes before we go and engage them.
Okay. What were they doing? They were just picking plants?
I mean, I didn't want to get the bat to get too close because I didn't want to be noticed, but it just seems like they're picking something from the earth. Do we hear that stone grating again, DM?
You do, and you notice that they do as well. The bat, it relays to you that it kind of dives down to the floor to not be seen because the Goliaths heard it and they immediately drop what they're doing and they start walking further down the tunnel. So they are out of your bat's vision now.
All right. The Goliaths, start to follow that sound that we just heard. But kind of out of the bat's vision. What do you want to do? Do you want to follow along or wait for the party?
I look back, thinking. I send a message into the void. Dorak, are you near?
What's the distance on that?
I think it's 100 feet.
I think it's 100 feet.
Let's see.
I think it's 100 feet.
I think it's 100 feet.
I think it's 100 feet.
Fucking hell. Echo chamber.
Oh, it's 120.
Okay.
I think it's 120
Like a
feet.
party line.
Oh, it's 100 feet.
I was thinking the same thing.
I hate all you motherfuckers.
So, it
We love you
is
too, Tube.
120 feet. And Dora, you don't hear anything. We're actually, you know what? We're gonna switch to you and Noeon. You guys guide this Stonefury back to the triplets, or the three brothers. They are not triplets. I want to clarify that. So yeah, you head back there, and Corum, the elder one, with the bloodstained bindings on his shoulder, says, "Oh, you found one."
Yes. He was sleeping.
He's like the others you said. He hears the call, and he kept looking back.
We all hear the call. It is up to us whether we answer or not. And then Vasher again turns and says, "Why don't you answer the call? The mountain needs us."
Oh, fuck.
Is he talking to me and Dorak, or to the guy we just brought back?
Yes.
Okay.
He's talking to you all.
The ambiguous yes.
Alright. Doris just going to look at Noyan and just be like, yes, the call. Perhaps we will go back down and see if we can find any others who are hearing the voice of the call. But we will be back if there are more.
All right, just stay safe.
What does it sound like to you? I'm gonna ask the guy we brought real fast.
And he doesn't look at you. He's just kind of looking up, not at the ceiling, not at the wall, but somewhere in between. There's not really a corner where the wall meets the ceiling in this rounded kind of a cave. But he just kind of looks up at the stalagmite and goes, "My wife. She calls to me from the mountain's core.
Did he say his wife called for him?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep. That's not
Or
depressing
do
at
you
all.
know if the wife is alive?
Good question. DM, do I know if the wife is alive?
Well, now's as good a time as any. Roll me a history check.
Don't worry, guys. Thorax good at
Good
these.
at these.
Oh
You have no idea.
um, your wife. Yes, we will. We'll make sure to ask everyone we find, to composite together, what this voice is.
This is completely giving me Shang-Chi and Ring vibes.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it once, and I don't remember much about that story, so I have
Basically,
no
this
idea.
whole thing is what you're describing is basically how the Mandarin basically tries to destroy the world because he hears his dead wife call from the wall.
Oh, okay.
Ah, yes, the age-old classic. Anyways, it's time we head out. The others are waiting for us. Come on, Noeon.
Oh, right. As we're like finally out of earshot, I'm gonna ask Storok. So you don't hear anything like your family does, right?
No, I do not. I don't know what they're talking about.
Because all I hear is that weird rumble every now and then, but I don't know what it is.
I too hear the rumble, but nothing else. Everything is as it was before for me.
Well, let's get back to the others, I guess. Maybe we'll find something.
Okay. So
And
you
we'll
guys head back down?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna head back to that first cave.
Okay. So now, we're going to cut back to the other three. So, with Talion and Valor and Tube. So, you guys saw these two Goliaths, and they walked off down out of the bat's range of sight, line of sight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the plan?
I just asked, like, what do they want to do right now? Do we want to keep following along, or do we want to wait for the party?
I think I want to follow them.
Question, Talion, do you have night vision again? I know that was asked, but do you have night
I have dark vision.
Do you want to scout ahead because you can see further in the dark now than my back end?
Yeah, I mean, I can do that. Just don't let me die, okay?
Do you have Pass Without a Trace?
No.
Okay. I'll have my Talion. If you go and scout ahead, I'll have my bat along with you, and I can call out if you notice something as well that you miss.
Yeah, that'll work. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I can do that. And I'll mark the path as well. So you guys, if there's any veering off, I'll let you know which direction I go, by which direction I write the arrow.
And we'll keep a good distance from you, but we won't stay in place. We'll actually follow you along as well. But we
Sure.
won't be right next to you, but we'll let you go ahead.
Sure.
That way, if something does happen to you, we can get to you fast.
You got it. And I will have my quarterstaff at the ready.
Okay. As we walk, I am going to ask Valor a question. Valor, do you know of any of your clan's stories about the mountain talking to people? Is it a known story, or is this a whole new thing for you guys?
I lived with the Stonefuries for a good while and became one myself, but from what I remember, and at that point, Mindz, do I know any of these stories?
Of the mountain talking to people?
Or just like any stories that might relate to this?
I mean,
Stories that come to mind that relate
you know
to
of
this?
people that would meditate, basically trying to speak to the mountain. You've never heard of any of them being spoken to by the mountain. It's like all of these, yeah, I pray to God, I pray to God, I pray to God, but nothing like God speaks to me. But the mountain as opposed to a deity. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, some of us would pray to the mountain, but I don't think there's like any record of like the mountain responding. It's sort of like Vayshore, like we would meditate towards the mountain, but like it would never like call to us like this. It would never force us to go down into the mountain.
It's like no way on praying to Akka.
Yeah, but like I've never heard any stories or records of people listening, hearing the mountain in their mind, and then going into the mountain because they feel or hear this call. It's strange. I don't know.
I know amongst our people, we do have stories of communicating with what we are connected with, which was the storms that pass overhead in the peaks or the jaws quite frequently. Childhood stories that we had since we were kids, to where it was known to all of us that we can speak to the storms. I thought maybe it would be a little bit with you guys speaking to the mountain.
No, I know that some of us, like Vayshore, are spiritual, but nothing like this. I've never seen this in all my years I've lived with the Stonefury tribe.
I wonder if that was silence for some time, and this is actually something that your clan should have been experiencing from all times, and that's the reason why they're responding to it the way they are. It's like the call they've been missing their whole life.
Well, Vayshore did say, when I sent him that message, something about that the Stonefury ancestors always knew that something deep places dream. Would you tell me again? You spoke like really fast, and my notes are like.
That's exactly what he said. Deep places dream.
Yep.
Yeah. Deep places dream, and that some people were chosen to listen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Vayshore said. I don't know if that's anything new.
I wonder if someone knows about these stories and is tricking your clan.
But what if it isn't a trick? What if it's real?
As someone who knows the danger of following someone's voice in your head, it's never a good idea to go blindly.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think like, what if? I don't know.
What do you feel? Take the thought out of it. What do you feel? Is it good or bad?
While they're talking, Mindz, do I notice anything?
Do you notice anything? What do you mean?
Like, do I see anything ahead that I need to inform them about? Are there more Goliaths? Is there a different path to take?
Are you
Anything
moving
veering
on?
off to the side? Yeah, because we've already started walking.
Yeah,
Okay,
we already
so-
started doing this. She's already scouting.
Okay, so you've been walking and talking. And
Yeah.
you're not using the bat currently.
She hasn't been talking. She's ahead of us.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm
she's
ahead of
scouting.
them.
So you've gone past
Yeah.
where the bat is. Okay.
No, the bat's with her the whole time. She's
Yeah.
just going forward, and the bat's gonna be out of my range a little bit, but
That means it's
I
going to
can still-
disappear.
it's not gonna disappear. It doesn't disappear. I just can't communicate with it.
Really? Okay.
Yes, it doesn't disappear until I cast another spell or until I dismiss it or I'm incapacitated.
Independent of you, but obeys your command. Monster within 100 feet. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, so the bat is sticking with her. You just can't communicate with it, or vice versa. And yeah, Talion, you continue on down the path, and you're not finding anything else yet. It
Okay.
looks more like what you're staring at here in the cave.
Okay.
Now, you are focusing on what's around you, your surroundings, looking for other Goliaths. And
Other Goliaths or any other
or
veering
anything in general.
paths or anything, yeah.
But the path it's winding. It's not straight, but it's not, a zigzag. It's just it's organically flowing and kind of moving your way down into the earth.
Okay.
But give me a perception check, please. Okay. Now, you start to notice that around you, everything looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
But you're also feeling calmer. You haven't been paying attention to it. However, you feel much more serene and tranquil than you have in the past couple days. Your irritation seems to have faded, and the anger
This isn't
within
good.
you is quieting.
We're calming down. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So you're noticing that weight, that tension on you and your body and your mind is slowly leaving. The exhaustion eases. The noise of your mind is lessening. The resentment and agitation is not clawing at the edges of your thoughts.
I don't like that.
But would she know enough to not respond to it?
What do you mean, respond to what? She's just noticing
So-
that she's feeling a little calmer.
Calmer. Well, would a voice in the back of her head tell her that this is not right?
I don't know. That's for Talion to answer.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. So now you're more on edge because you're not feeling as angry or as irritated or as stressed.
I wouldn't necessarily say on edge, but I'm definitely more cautious right now because this is not normal, for a lack of a better word.
I mean, I think with her high ass wisdom, she would realize this is not normal.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm feeling like my old. I'm feeling like my old self again, and that's not right.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Well, are you continuing on? Are you stopping and waiting for the other two? Are you going back to them? Like, how are you reacting to this now that you're starting to notice? And again, it's a slight change, but it's enough for you to notice.
And remember, the bat's with you, so if you want, you can tell the bat to relay a message to me.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll tell the bat, and I'll be like, hey, go back and let them know. Let them know that something doesn't quite feel right.
Tue, do you see that?
Did I see what?
The veins in the wall.
Like the crystal veins?
They're making patterns.
All right, can I get an insight check on that then?
Yeah. Go ahead, roll me insight.
I want to see if actually, I should do perception and see if I even notice anything different with them, I think, right?
Well, perception is how aware you are of your surroundings. Investigation is if you're looking for something in particular.
Okay.
So
I'll do
feel
an
free to
insight check.
roll me either or.
They're both high as shit, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, because insight is you are...
And also -1 on that because of my exhaustion.
However, you do have... Well, it's -2 from that, but you also have guidance, which is a +2, and disadvantage, which is an 11. So, yes, it's going to be a 14, period.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, with that, you are able to discern that if you focus really hard on these cracks in the wall, and hearing that Valor mentions that there's something interesting about them, you pay attention, you focus, and you notice that there is a slight pattern in the pulsing, in the direction. Like there's almost a rhythm to it. But it's not super obvious, but there is something, like there's a rhythm to it. You can't quite figure out what it is, but it looks like there is something that could be figured out with a more keen mind.
Question. Is this kind of like the same kind of like pulsating or that I see in my visions?
Similar, but it's not the same.
But it's definitely going in a certain direction, right? You said.
It is.
Is it going in the direction for which we're walking?
You can't tell if it's going in a direction. You could just tell that there is something, because it looks like some are going one way, some are going the other way, and you can't quite discern the pattern itself. But it seems like there is some sort of rhythm.
Does it feel like a heartbeat?
No.
Okay. It's like, oh, I see it now. It's like there's a certain like pulsating pattern to it, and I mean, if I was more versed on this, I might be able to try to figure it out, but maybe it's something to keep an eye on. Maybe next time we hear the mountain move, if we can see the pulsating of the veins or are a little bit different at all.
It looks more like a shape.
Shape?
What? Can I take a closer look, Mindz?
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check, please.
Not bad.
13.
Okay. You're looking into it and you're focusing on the patterns themselves. And you see that it's not a direction, but more of the brightness, right? The pulsing of the veins and the pulsing of the locations that are getting brighter and darker are more happening in an interval. You can start counting the seconds and you can know when a specific part of the wall is going to light up. Right? It's a mathematical interval.
Is it like Danny binary code?
Is it what in binary
Morse
code?
Danny binary code.
Veiny
is it-
binary code.
Yes.
No, it is not. Now. Okay. So. Now, Tube, as you are focusing on this new revelation of the pattern in the walls, right? Time slows down for a second. And by a second, it means like you are literally, you feel like time has stopped or slowed down to a point where it is moving so slow it feels like it has stopped at some time. And in this, you're starting to feel woozy. Like you're about to fall over and you go to reach out, but Valor is not responding because Valor is still turning towards you very, very slowly. You feel like sound has muted, almost like you've been concussed during this time. And the tension of your body loosens to the point where you start to collapse. And as you are falling to the floor, you are hearing nothing. Almost as if you put up a conch shell to your ear, but you're not hearing the ocean. Like it silences your brain, your ears. Now,
I can incapacitated.
yes. Now I'm gonna drag
That
you
will go
down.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna drag you down for just a minute. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay, so Tube. As you're falling, you start pulling up and recalling these memories. You remember the blood on your hands being coughed up by the Goliath woman that you choked out. You remember the sickening satisfaction that you once felt while you were controlled. The guilt and horror afterwards. And by the time your body hits the ground, the only thing that you're remembering is that a part of you enjoyed it. Now, you're now lying on the ground as you see Valor has fully turned to you, and you start to see his face slowly change into a look of, oh my god, what's happening? But you feel like your fear of the fact that you enjoyed this situation while you were being controlled, that feeling of power, of being able to snuff out somebody else's power with your bare hands, you accept it just for the briefest of moments.
Meanwhile, in the game chat. Yeah, where's the meth this time? Give me that
Just hit him with-
chocolate.
Like quite.
If you're an
excited about it.
alcoholic.
I prefer to call myself an aficionado.
Wow, even that has terms now. Jesus Christ.
Let's put it this way: if I were an alcoholic, there would be no bottles of alcohol in my house.
And now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
But that feeling of guilt, it's halved. It's lessened a lot to the point where you almost feel like that might be how you actually feel about it. But your vision blacks out. You close your eyes, you feel your eyelids closing. Again, this is all happening in very, very slow motion.
Very slowly. Yep.
But you feel like there are chains that are loosening around your chest that was causing all sorts of pressure from your guilt, and those have loosened. And you look up past Valor and you see this image. Can't quite tell if it's on the wall or if it's just floating behind him, but it's you swimming through an endless dark water without fear of the unknown or what's underneath you. There's a flash of you standing alone beneath the vast stone caverns, untouched by anybody commanding you, free of your own free will. Another flash, and you can feel that being down at the very middle of this mountain, you're able to choose your own actions, as if your brother doesn't even exist. There's no manipulation. There's no expectation. And then a thought comes to you. It's not spoken, but you're thinking it. You were never meant to kneel.
Never meant to kneel.
You were never meant to kneel. And you feel like going down to wherever the center of this mountain is, wherever this tunnel leads, you can have what you desperately desire. Autonomy. Okay.
Never know.
Silly person.
So
Bottles can't get drunk.
Exactly.
People get drunk.
So Valor, you
Yes.
are in the middle of explaining this, or trying to explain this pattern that you see to Tube. And you hear him say, kind of mutter some sort of sound that's incoherent. And you turn and you see that he is collapsing. By the time you fully turn your head, his head has hit the ground, his eyes have closed, and he's out like a light.
Tube? Tube? Italian! Come back!
And I sprint back.
Something's wrong with Tube. He just passed out. We were just talking.
Okay, so, Talion, how are you responding to that?
Basically, I'll say, I told you, something around here feels strange. And I kneel down and make sure he has a pulse.
And he does. And as you go to put your hand on Tube's neck to check for his pulse, or on his wrist, Tube, your eyes shoot open. And you kind of have this, Talion, you notice that he has this look of serenity, of, not transcendence, but a look of calm, like everything is okay. However, Tube, you notice Talion is reaching down for you, and you are on the ground.
You
As she
alright
tries-
there?
As she tries to reach for me, I hold my hand up, not grabbing his wrist. Just hold my hand up and take a deep breath.
Yeah, we're proceed.
All right. So, as Talion, goes to reach out, I put my hand up like this. Yeah, kind of just telling him that I'm fine, but at the same exact time, you see like the calm serenity on my face. But then you see like me get extremely angry about that. And I'm just gonna whisper in my voice. You will not take my guilt. That is mine, I've earned. You cannot have it. And I just take a deep breath. I turn on my side. And I tell both
Naughty.
Italian and Baylor. We need to move on.
Tube, are you
Yeah.
alright?
At the moment, I don't know. But I am extremely pissed off. Something's trying to take something from me that I'm not going to let go.
And I just nod. Do you want some help up?
And Tube
No.
nods quietly.
Now, Valor, give me a perception check, please.
Perception. I'm good at those. To quote my brother.
Hey, not bad.
Not great either.
Not too bad.
11.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
Could have been
Yep.
better.
Could have been me.
So,
Yeah, that's true. Like, it could have been you.
so Talion helps Tube up, and Tube feels heavy.
Yeah.
It's an understatement. I'm not helping her at all. Helping them at all. She's deadlifting me.
But you're able to get Tube up.
Yep.
Now, are you guys continuing on down the tunnel? Are you sticking around? But you have Tube up, and he is not stumbling around, but yeah.
I'm
Definitely
with my
unsteady.
with my surfboard. I'm hobbling towards where the Goliaths were going. My bat's gone, by the way. If you guys notice, my bat is gone.
You're too big.
Yeah.
Your back is gone?
Bat.
You old man?
Yeah, the bat
Tube.
is gone.
Because I was
I think-
incapacitated.
I think we should wait for the others.
Tube's not even going to listen. Tube's just going to slowly. I'm like, you guys can get way ahead of me and hold me back, but I'm slowly just going towards that sound.
Tube? I grabbed Tube's arm.
And Tube looks at you with a face you've never really seen before. You see, it's a mix of general fear, but also determination. Not so much as angry, but you get the look that you're not going to be able to stop him from keep walking.
What happened when you fell unconscious, Tube?
Someone tried to take from me
What do you mean?
that I've earned, something that I need to remember. It's too hard to explain. Just know that there's something insidious inside this mountain.
Just to make sure, you're not hearing any call, are you?
I'm more feeling things. I'm not hearing anything.
Feeling things.
I feel like I'm about to lose something. Something in this mountain knows how to get in our heads and take something from us to try to calm us down.
calm.
Okay.
See, and that's what's going on with me, is I feel calm.
That's
I
odd.
told you, something's not right here. And what just happened to you absolutely confirms it. We need to wait for the others. We can't just storm ahead. There could be something going on further up there. We need to wait for the rest of them to return.
You guys will be able to catch up to me. I'm just getting a head start.
I don't want you getting ahead of us. I don't want something happening to you.
2-8, you're staying here.
Tubey just turns his head and keeps walking.
So
I'm still holding onto his arm.
you're what? His arm?
I'm
Holding
Holding
on.
on to.
You're holding on to the
Holding
Goliath's
on.
arm, and he's just gonna drag you then?
I'm not gonna have the strength to drag him.
He's weakened.
You can
as small
fall
as I am.
forward and drag him.
I'm gonna keep trying to move and not go anywhere.
Okay, give me. Hang on, I gotta bring this up, but give me a contested athletics check. And I see. Okay, so there's no difference in the rolls for you.
I'm a Stonefury.
I love this small little quips.
Eight.
Quips.
An 8.
Oh, Stonefury!
Oh!
Stony
let's
Heart,
go!
Stone Fury name.
Hey, bitch! Sorry.
I run these mountains.
So my score is an 8, so you know.
Yes, I saw. Okay, so. Yeah, Valor, you're able to hold him in place. He's slowly kind of dragging his feet, but he can't really go anywhere. Because you're holding him still, because you are a Stone Fury. You are channeling the stone's power, and you feel
You're in the mountains of the stones.
you feel an extra little bit of strength that's allowing you to keep Tube anchored in place. You feel it coming up through your feet a little bit, as if the mountain itself is providing you more power. So we're going to cut back to Noeon and Dorok.
Dorok.
Warlock.
So you guys are walking back down the path, and I know I already... Excuse me. Okay. So you guys are heading down the pathway. Now,
We
No
just
way
left the.
you left the three brothers and you walk back down.
Yeah.
Noeon, you're following Dorok, right? Or are you leading?
No, we're going side by side. It's like a 15-foot wide. We're side by side.
Okay.
Side by side.
So you guys make it down into the room with the three tunnels. You start heading down
Yep.
the tunnel. And give me a perception check, please.
Temptation is so strong.
Don't worry, guys. Dorok's good at these.
No, not Dorok. Noeon only.
Me.
Oh,
There goes a 19. There goes a 19. Uh-oh.
And Noeon, you actually had something.
Don't worry.
You had a bless, so you got a +1.
+1. I have a 5. I got a 5.
Okay.
Word.
So you're just...
Oh, advantage. Oh, just
Mhm.
too bait. Dang it.
Yeah, too big got advantage. So, with your path down, you start walking down the tunnel, and you don't recognize this tunnel. It seems a little different than where you were before.
Which tunnel did we go down?
Huh?
Which tunnel did we go down then?
You went down the tunnel.
There was markings on the wall.
Yeah, A, B, or C.
Were you following the markings with your 5 perception? So you start walking down the tunnel with Dorok, and you notice that things aren't familiar. The patterns on the wall are off. And then you start to realize patterns. There were no patterns, were there?
Like markings or like patterns in the rock? Like
Patterns in the
natural patterns?
rock, natural patterns. You can start to sense that there is some sort of pattern on the wall. You can't quite figure out what it is, but you are noticing that there is some sort of reason to the rhyme. Now, you keep...
Is this the right way?
Dork is gonna look a little distracted, but he's gonna be, huh? Yes?
Question mark?
Dork's gonna look around to see if he recognizes the cave at all.
Okay. And
He rolled a 19.
I'll re-roll it.
Mm,
It's up to you, Mindz.
No, we can take the 22.
Okay.
So you look around and you, after a little bit, you do feel like this is not the one that you went down. However,
No, wait. Oh, yeah, go for it.
you feel like this is the correct tunnel to go down. Even though it's not the one you went down before. You just have this weird sensation that you think this is the correct one.
I don't think... No. This isn't the tunnel we were down before. But I feel we must go down this tunnel. And he's gonna start walking ahead again.
Okay. Why do you feel... What makes you say that?
There's something about this. Feels familiar. Almost like home.
Okay. It doesn't feel like my home. What about the others?
The others will understand. Perhaps the tunnels lead the same place. All I know is I have a feeling that we must go down this path. And we must do it now.
Okay.
And I would never
Lead on.
I would never forgive myself if my people needed me and I hesitated.
I don't
Lead on,
like
then.
it.
And then Dork's gonna lead on.
Okay.
I don't like this at all.
You guys head further down the tunnel. Now, we're going to cut back briefly to the other three. So you guys have been waiting for a little bit. 10 minutes. 15 minutes. Nothing. There's no Dorok. There's no Noeon.
Do we want to go back?
Yeah, something's not right. They should have been here by now.
Agreed. Let's turn back. Let's go find them. I'm not leaving them behind.
Jubei?
Tubei is just gonna look ahead, pretty much, but understand that he can't match the strength of the monster that is Valor next to him. So he's co-signed to just let his his determination falter a little bit, and just nod his head and turn around and tell you guys, "Y'all can lead the way."
No, I'm gonna stand behind Tubei as we make our way back. I'm not falling for that shit.
Valor is
I
too
do
wild
lead
for
the
that
way.
shit.
But I do lead the way as I can see. I
Okay.
can see clearly now.
Valor, did you put light back on?
Yeah, I keep replaying it.
Okay. So, you guys are going to make it back to the room, the circular room with the 4 total tunnels. And we're going to cut back to Dorok and Noeon. So, Dorok, you and Noeon are continuing on down the path. Noeon has his lantern on, and you are just walking side by side with him. Now, Noeon and Dorok, you guys both notice that there is the pulsing purple cracks, the veins in the wall. And Noeon, you would notice this more, but as you get further into this tunnel, you notice that there's an increase in the brightness to one side of the tunnel. And it seems like when you're looking at it, if you slowly close your eyes to a squint, you can see that it almost looks like it's directing you to a certain part. You can see that up ahead, they are slightly brighter than the cracks that are right next to you, for example.
Okay. Is it bright enough that if I were to turn my lantern off, would we be able to see a little better? Or is it just like super, super low ambient light?
We can always find out.
I'm going to leave it on until that question is answerable automatically.
Are you sure?
I'm going to leave it on until that question is answerable without a question.
Okay. So, you approach where the cracks, the veins are getting brighter. And you notice that there is, in fact, a Goliath lying beneath it, lying prone, facing away from you. Face down, and at first glance doesn't seem to be moving.
I'm running over to see if he's moving at all. You say at first glance.
Okay. So you run over and you see that this Goliath is not breathing.
Oh.
Jesus.
No!
Does Dorok see this?
You see the Goliath. If you're running with Noeon and Noeon's doing his check, you can tell that he's not responding to anything.
Single deep breath from me, and I'm going to flip him over and like start doing a proper check, see if there's a visible injury. What happened? I want to know what happened.
Okay. So you struggle to turn him over and you start doing primary checks. You notice that his skin is still warm. It seems like if something has happened, it has happened very, very recently. You cannot find any sort of contusion or scarring or wound on its body.
No visible wounds. Okay.
But there is a pulse, but he is not breathing. The pulse is very weak. And as you are feeling for his pulse, You literally feel it stop.
CPR. Whatever I could do.
Okay. So you go into chest compressions.
I'm
full on CPR. This is something that you have trained for. You've never actually
Not
had to
done.
do it in person, but
Nope.
you know the general concepts. Redelia has explained it to you, and you start doing chest compressions. Right? Are you
Yep.
singing or humming any song in particular as you're trying to?
I don't think Noeon knows a song. He just knows to go kind of fast, kind of slow.
Right?
I have a feeling Redelia absolutely taught me Another One Bites the Dust. It's the option. Hey, don't sing this out loud, but here you go. This is how we do it.
Hum it under your breath as you're performing chest compressions.
Redelia did the typical like. So this isn't like how we're
goblin.
supposed to do it, but this is what I do.
Dun, dun, dun. Another goblin dies tonight. Another one dies tonight.
Oh,
Good lord.
Dorak, as they're doing chest compressions, Dorak's gonna be like, Noeon, is there anything I can do?
and as you say that, you're hearing bones crack with every compression.
I don't know when to stop. When he starts breathing, I guess.
After the Dorak hears the cracking, he's gonna like look down at the Goliath. He can tell that there's no hope, right?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, either he is already dead, or he's going to be revived.
I'm gonna respond to the original question from Dorak. I don't know, and then I'm going to continue, and if he still doesn't wake up, I will probably continue, probably about a minute and a half longer than you're supposed to, like significantly longer than you're supposed to. If he doesn't wake up. Probably wordlessly.
Okay. Well, you continue chest compressions. And every so often, minute or so, you stop, you check his pulse. And the first time, nothing's happening. Another minute goes by, you check his pulse. It's not looking good. You go back, do some more chest compressions. And you go to check his pulse again. And it's there. You notice it. It's weak. It's irregular, but it's barely there.
I haven't been trained for this. I didn't get taught what to do when it comes back.
Noeon, perhaps you could do the healing magic that you know.
Right. That's actually a wonderful idea. While doing this, I'm going to do one more set of chest compressions to try to kickstart it and keep it moving and get it regular. And use, let's say, 5 points of my lay on hands.
All right. Now, let's see. Okay. Well, you reach down and you feel the heat. Kind of, it's not the heat, but like the radiance exit your palms and your fingertips and get absorbed by this Goliath's body. And it's at this time you notice that there is a larger, brighter, purple crack in the rock where this vein is underneath where the Goliath was lying. And as you had rolled him over, you rolled him off of this crack. It's not like a normal marble vein on the wall. This is like an actual crack that has a larger exposed portion of this purple rock or stone underneath it. Now, as you do a couple more chest compressions, you hear a
Oh, careful.
What happened?
Frankly, you almost died.
He did die.
How?
You were laying there. Your heart stopped. You were asleep, I think. And then I rolled you over, and then it really stopped. Now you're awake.
And you can see with every breath that he's taking, there's like dust, stone dust is spraying up from his beard when he coughs. And his eyes are terrified right now. There's just pure terror. It's not confusion. And
Sorry.
He's looking at you, Noeon, and he grabs you. His arms shoot out with shocking strength and speed and grabs you by the arm, your metal arm. And he pulls you towards him, like, quickly. And his voice is louder than you would expect. But he's whispering right in your ear. Don't let it finish your thoughts.
What?
And with that, he lets go of your arm and falls backwards and passes out.
Leon, are you okay? We need to get him back to the fire with all the others. We need to inform them what happened.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea.
Dark's gonna very carefully pick up the Goliath and start heading back.
Okay. So now, Talion, Valor, and Tube, you guys have made it to the circular room that has the 4 total tunnels. What are you doing? Are you going down another tunnel? Are you going back to the 3 brothers?
And can we get a sense of which direction everybody went?
Am I able to track them?
Are you able to track Tube, or not Tube, Dorok and Noea?
Yeah.
How would you expect to be able to track them?
I don't know. Because there wouldn't be footprints from, like, disturbed dust?
Nope.
Because where we are would not have the wind anymore.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, why wouldn't there be footprints?
There would be footprints, except for there's water all over the floor of this cave.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
It's
that.
the dank and humid cave.
What about Dork ate some beans yesterday? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey yo, come on.
Why do you think we had the windstorm in the mountains?
He's like, Dark's like, I didn't want to tell you this, but I actually caused the rock slide.
Good lord.
That's the sound of silence. Got him!
Okay. In the center room, I'm gonna try to send another message to Dorak. See if from here he can hear me.
Okay.
Dorak, where are you? How come you haven't met up with us yet?
And Dorak, unfortunately, that does not reach you.
No answer still.
No answer.
If I were to be able to turn myself into a wolf, would I be able to track their scent?
You know, that's creative enough. I'll allow it. Absolutely.
Heck
I'm
yeah.
a wild shape into a wolf,
Okay.
and
So you wild shape into a wolf and you start scenting the air. And the most recent scents are, there's a couple different ones. You can tell that there are 3 different scents that seemed to have passed by recently that are not the sense of who's with you currently. And they went down the path that you originally came through. And you also pick up 2 of those scents moving to Tunnel A, not Tunnel C where you guys just came out of. However,
the options are Tunnel C where we went, and then Tunnel A.
However, you sense a lot of unique scents going down Tunnel B.
All right. So I think that we don't want to go to the unique. We're trying to find our colleagues now, or not colleagues. Well, we're trying to find our party. So we want to go through a familiar scent, and you see the familiar scent would be more towards A, right?
The familiar 2 scents went down Tunnel A, yes.
Right. And the wolf can talk, so I have a growly voice now. It's like, I think they went down Tunnel A. However, Tunnel B has a lot of unique scents to it. But if we want to find our friends, I just think we should go down Tunnel A.
Then Tunnel A we shall go.
Okay, so Dorak and Noeon, you guys are heading up the tunnel. Dorak, you are carrying this Goliath, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How are you carrying him? A fireman's carry? Do you have him up over your
Full
shoulder?
princess carry.
Princess carry, okay. Now, you get a minute towards walking back towards that circular room with the 4 tunnels, and you hear a cough and a sputter, and it's weak, but it's coming from the Goliath in your arms. Oh. Oh. Where am I?
You're in the mountain.
In?
As soon as he wakes up, Noeon kind of gets to where you're directly between him and Noeon, Dorak.
So
okay.
you're
behind
going
you.
You're going behind. Okay.
Basically, yeah.
Oh. So if I'm in the mountain, where are the others? And he's looking around kind of incredulously as the fact that we're in the dark and you're carrying him like a princess and there's nobody else here.
Okay, I don't know why I cut out, but I said, were the others with you?
Yes, a few.
Don't worry, we'll find them.
Oh, how long have I been here?
Well, Bashir,
And his brother said they've been down here for 3 days.
Bashir.
If you...
I haven't seen Bashir, and he did not come down with me. Where are they?
They are down this path, and he kind of like nods his head up the path towards the chamber. What do you mean you haven't seen him?
I came down here with 3 others. Brinja, Skan, and Yisra. Well, are they okay?
Dora's gonna look concerned and a little sad, and he's gonna say, I do not know. But I promise you, I will find them.
And you notice a look of recognition come over him. And he goes, Dorak?
Dora's gonna give a little smile at that.
Are you back?
My journey has led me back temporarily, but I promise you I will not leave until this is corrected.
Well, it's good to see you, brother. For however
You as
long
well.
you stay, you're always a welcome face. Oh, my head hurts.
You can rest. I will bring you to safety. And it is good to see you, brother.
And he just, you can feel him physically just slump as he kind of passes out again. He's breathing, his heartbeat is there, but he's just completely limp in your arms.
After a second of silence, I'll pipe up. Is he still breathing?
Yes, he's simply exhausted.
I figure.
What you did back there, Noeon.
Hmm?
I really appreciate it.
It's what I know how to do, so I did what I could. Let's get him back so we can look for any others. I hate having to do one at a time, but can't lift anyone like you can.
Perhaps we can find the others as well.
Mm-hmm.
After all the help you've given today, I think it's only fair to call you an honorary Stonefury.
What's that? That's not my last name.
It is a sign of friendship from my tribe to you.
Friendship.
A title, if you will.
Never had a title.
Well, we're happy to be your first. Friends of the Stonefury.
Okay. I have a title now. I don't like that rumbling.
It sounded like a door opening.
Dark's gonna look around and see what was making that rumbling sound.
You don't see anything. I mean, the light of the lantern isn't illuminating any doors. Nothing has shifted.
Okay. Nothing at her feet.
Nothing at your feet. No, you're not falling through a trapdoor. However,
I got Scooby-Doo vibes there.
The hole to the center of the earth opens up beneath our feet.
well, I mean, that's how you got here to begin with, right?
That's
Well,
true.
the bigger hole to the center of the earth opens up beneath our feet.
Oh, like the The one in Lord of the Rings, the Balrog hole.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Now, I'm gonna drag
Pits of
Dorog for a
Chasm
second.
Door.
I shall be
Okay.
right back.
Huh?
So, Dorog, as
Yes.
you hear that and feel that rumbling again, the warmth of the communal fires and the rhythm of the tribal drums beats stronger. You feel the sensation of standing shoulder to shoulder with your people during the storms, of just standing there and watching the clouds roll over, the lightning, the thunder. That feeling is there. And you start to feel these memories surfacing. Climbing the basalt cliffs as a child, your endurance rite beside the elders when you were just a child, the approving hand of your mother on your shoulder, and the memories are off. You're not quite sure what that feeling is. But after the fourth memory pops up, you realize that there's somebody absent in those memories. And then you feel the memories again. But this time, it's from a different perspective. Climbing the basalt cliffs as a child, you remember looking at all the other kids, but now it's showing those same 3 or 4 kids climbing the cliffs, and you're not there. You see, you're shoulder to shoulder with your mother, your father, your tribesmen, but now looking at it, there's your mother and your father and the tribesmen, but you're not in between them. You feel into your mind there's a single, unbearable implication.
Meanwhile, in the other room,
I said, hey.
Did you guys see the Josh Wolf version of that song?
And now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
The approving hand of your mother on your shoulder, now turned around. It's not on you, but it's on another Goliath, your brother. You left. It's not an accusation. It's not in anger, but it's more of there's a disappointment, and you get the feeling that because you weren't back and leading your tribe now, that the mountain is suffering, that your tribe descended because someone had to carry the burden, and the Stonefury endure suffering together. You have this inexplicable feeling that your tribe down below, wherever they may be, are waiting for you to return. You feel like you abandoned your people and you were always meant to return, and only you can help stop what's below in the mountain. It doesn't mean it's all true, but you are feeling that way right now. Okay?
Can I check to see if I'm being influenced by anything?
Absolutely. Roll me a... What do you think this is? Survival?
Yeah, maybe survival, perhaps like a perception or an arcana comes to mind too.
All right. Whichever one of those three you think you have the best shot at. Go ahead.
I mean, I have the best shot at perception, honestly.
Okay. Roll perception.
After all,
See if there's something that
Dorok
can
is good
physically...
at these.
Okay. That's an 18. Well, you had advantage, but it's at a 5, so the 18 stands.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to roll, because it's going to be contested.
It's a 1.
Well, I have... First one is advantage with a 9, but my roll was not a 9. Now, you're not quite sure. With an 18, you're not quite sure. You feel like some of it is your actual feelings. Some of it you feel is wrong, but you can't tell which one of those is wrong. Like, did you actually leave because of a sense of duty? Or did you leave because there was something that you were trying to run away from and you just needed space? You know that you want to come back and lead the Stonefury. But now you're starting to question yourself ever so slightly that you left. Like, that was the only reason you left. You think maybe you took advantage of some way that the rules of the tribe allowed you to escape something. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to drag you back up, and we will continue from there.
Oh, jeez.
We are back.
Welcome back.
So, Noeon, you'll see like Dorak all of a sudden like stumble a little and then like kind of go still.
Rock. Don't drop him.
The Goliaths are getting affected.
And then as this is like going on, he's just kind of silent for about 30 seconds.
Rock.
You seem, you kind of see him just shake his head and he's like, Noeon.
Hmm?
Oh. Sorry, perhaps we should continue.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks
Are
like he's
you
contemplating something.
You okay?
No. And he'll just leave it at that.
I have a sneaking suspicion.
And you're
I'm
not
just gonna
sharing.
roll something more for myself.
You are
I don't think
perfectly
Noeon
average.
understands that you just had a. I don't think
Episode?
Noeon quite understands that you had something happen to you in your head. I think he just think you stumbled for a second and had to collect yourself.
Okay.
But he's just gonna keep following beside you with the lantern lighting our path.
So, Dorak stumbles for a second. He regains himself and he starts walking again. And eventually you guys make it back to the tunnel, or you start to get to the spot where the tunnel is going to open up into that circular room, right as Talion, Valor, and Tube are starting to walk down the tunnel. You guys are able to see each other fairly quickly, fairly soon after the threesome is starting to make their way down that tunnel.
After
Question
the
I
what
have to ask
now?
is, how does Dorak react to the Tube Wolf? Because the last time we saw Tube Wolf, he knocked me the fuck out.
That's
You
right.
hit him first.
You did take a chunk out of my arm.
So Dorak, you see a smallish elven figure. You see a small halfling, and you see a wolf. Beady red eyes, fangs.
Smiling as you said, fresh meat.
Instinctively, Dorak's gonna kind of like turn and cover the Goliath in his arms.
Oh, we're down here.
Rock.
Tube is gonna change back into himself. He doesn't want to get freaking knocked around again.
Happy Gilmore.
Round 2. Fight.
We found another.
Why did you guys decide to go down a different tunnel?
Rock.
Dorak's gonna say, I can't say I regret going down the path though,
You're welcome.
because if we were a second later, he would have died.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna kind of like gesture to the Goliath in his hands.
He wasn't. He was barely breathing, and his heart, it stopped.
Well, we saw a group of other Goliaths all going deeper into the tunnels when the tunnel that we went down. We were waiting for you guys before we continued on, and then I got whammied.
Dorak's gonna kind of look up
Whammied?
interested. What do you mean, whammied?
I mean that. One moment.
Oh.
Sorry, that was my stomach. No, it's like, see, the last time I heard that, I saw a whole bunch of Goliath get up and follow the noise of that. And what I mean by whammied is that one minute I was standing, next minute someone was trying to take away my guilt, try to calm me down. It made me very angry.
I had an experience too, but it was not a feeling of calm.
What did you feel, Dorak?
Wrong. There's something in these mountains that is trying to place guilt into me.
So try to take my guilt and put guilt into you.
I do not know if that's exactly how it works, but
Has anybody else been being affected by visions?
Visions? No.
I don't know if they're visions, but Tube, you and I saw those patterns in the veins. The geometric patterns, right?
But it's affecting the two Goliaths the most.
I haven't seen anything myself.
Well, I want to get to the bottom of this. I suggest we pick one tunnel and we go down it.
Tube, didn't you say that you smelled something interesting in Tunnel B?
Just a bunch of unique scents, which probably is more Goliaths.
perhaps
Interesting.
Tunnel B is a good tunnel to explore.
We haven't made it to the end of any of them, though.
Should we just keep going?
I want to take this one back. He's much worse off than the last guy.
So let's take him back and then head down. Pick a tunnel when we stick the route. Stick together.
Mhm.
And we can walk and talk as we go back, like Tunnel B or Tunnel C. We saw those two Goliaths in Tunnel C, but you also picked up some sense in Tunnel B.
I'm down to pick whatever direction we want to go, as long as we follow it. We have to figure out what's going on.
Leave it up to
Does
coin toss.
Point cost.
Before that happens, does Dorak have a feeling on any direction he should go at this moment?
You actually do. You still feel that Tunnel A is the correct tunnel to go down.
I don't know why, but I still have a feeling that we aren't done with this tunnel. And he gestures to like the tunnel behind him. I don't know if that's this place putting things in my head again, or if this is instinct, but I would like to continue down after bringing this man to the camp.
What is that?
We have to make our way down the tunnel, guys. If you want to go down A, let's go down A, but let's make a choice.
Wait. What if the reason we haven't been able to make it to the end of any of the tunnels, despite them being, and the reason they're so long, and these noises we keep hearing, is that the tunnels are moving, shifting?
But we made it back the first time, and you guys made it to us. So I don't know.
I think we're not making it to the end of the tunnels because we keep finding other Goliaths trying to distract us. Something does not want us to get to the end. I think we need to ignore stuff now.
Ignore the Goliaths?
I'm not doing that if they're hurt.
Those are our.
But then we're never
tribes,
gonna figure out. We're never gonna figure out what's going on if we keep delaying ourselves.
The
We're gonna
whole
be stuck
point
in
is
these
to
tunnels.
rescue our tribe. I'm not gonna ignore them.
Perhaps
But you have to understand what's gonna rescue the tribe is what's at the end of these tunnels. Dealing with it.
you seriously can't make me choose between the one versus the all.
So you're gonna choose the one over the all.
I don't know.
Or is just gonna look down for a little.
Something is trying to make sure that we do not get to the end of this tunnel. Throwing stuff in our way so we don't get there. We need to pick a direction and stick to it. Or else we're gonna be lost in these tunnels the whole time.
Dark's gonna just look up a little determined. And perhaps if I can save my tribe, I'm okay with being stuck here.
All of them. Not a single one left behind.
In my idea is the fact that if we deal with what's at the end of the tunnel, anybody who has been left behind is going to be better.
Do you know that for sure?
I do know that whatever is trying to stop us from getting there is putting visions into our heads, affecting everybody in your tribe, and wanting them to meet the end of the middle of the tunnel. We can follow their tune and play their game, but there's no way for us to save the rest of your tribe if we don't try to save the rest of your tribe.
Dork's gonna look a little pained, but he'll say, perhaps you're right, but as long as they're stable, we can head directly in. However, if they are as in bad a condition as this man was, I don't know if I am able to continue. Perhaps at that point, I will be ferrying them back and you guys will continue on without me. For now though, let us bring this man to the others so we can continue down A.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we should make it quick.
So we're
I
gonna
feel like we might be onto something.
Yeah. Dork's gonna start bringing the man down or up the tunnel to where the others are located.
Okay.
Are we moving fast, or are we gonna like still walk like we have been?
Well, you can only walk as fast as I can walk, guys.
Oh, right.
Also, Dork doesn't want to jostle the guy in his arms too much because he's pretty delicate still.
Okay.
But yeah, no, he'll take him up there, and then after he drops him off, he'll come back down to the group or the tunnel A.
Okay, so you are able to walk out of Tunnel A, and you guys make your way back. Takes a couple minutes, more than a couple minutes, because it's 5 or 6 minutes of walking normally. Back to where the three brothers and now the other saved Goliath is. And you see that they are taking care of him. They have made the fire. They've used a little bit of their, they've taken off extra layers of furs and whatnot to try and make a bed for the one Goliath that you have already saved that's resting. And they've set it up right near the fire to keep him warm and make sure that everything is fine. And Thune looks up and sees you coming. Is he okay? Did it get him?
I'm afraid not. He's hurt.
He's badly injured.
He's gonna have trouble breathing for a couple days.
I told you there's something out there. There's nothing out there. It's the mountain. It needs our help.
He wasn't injured. He was just dying.
Just dying? From what?
Mm-hmm.
Air?
Enough. We do not know, but we will find out. For now, we need to leave him with you. You must watch him, and we will go on and investigate. I don't have the answers now, but hopefully we will when we see you next time.
Don't take too long. I'm starting to feel like the longer we stayed on here, the more bad things will happen.
Dork's gonna nod his head at him. Then we must hurry. And then he's gonna set him down, head back towards Tunnel A.
I assume we're all going to follow him.
Okay.
Yeah, we're following the Tunnel A.
Yep.
Okay. So you head down Tunnel A, and you walk for a good 6, 7, 10, 12 minutes. And so you guys start walking down the tunnel. And Noeon, you think you get to the point where you found this Goliath, but the tunnels or the cracks in the wall and the ceiling and the floor are not brighter than normal.
Okay.
There's the giant crack that was in the floor that had a very large portion of the purple stone underneath is not visible. It's not there, as if it never was.
Okay.
you start seeing things as if it's not a vision, it's not an hallucination, but you start seeing more of there's just something like on the wall, a knot, like think of like a burl or a knot in a tree, and you happen to just know that that's a landmark for something. And you look further down the tunnel as you keep going, and you see that there's a regular pulse on the wall, and you just know that the next time that pulse happens, you're gonna hear that and feel that rumbling.
Oh, so like the wall lights up kind of pulse a little bit, like a little more bright than it was.
Well, when that happens, you just know the next time that happens during its regular interval, there's gonna be a rumbling. And sure enough, when it pulses, the rumbling starts. It's a normal rumbling, and I don't want to call it an earthquake, but there is some sort of rumbling that happens throughout this, and that's the same thing that you guys have been experiencing since you made it onto the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the geometric patterns I saw earlier.
And the same thing that happened earlier. So, Valor, the last thing that I said that happened, it just happened again, but to yourself.
The last thing that... Oh.
Does that make sense?
No, it did make sense.
Okay.
I want to like look down at my hands and like just like whisper to myself, did I hear that right?
Velo?
I think I just got like a sense of deja vu.
What do you mean?
I don't know, like, you ever get that feeling where you've been here before? Not here specifically, but just like that sense. Anyways, let's go.
Oh, okay.
So you guys continue on down the path, right? Or
Yep.
okay.
I would like to, if Dorok isn't, I would like to take point with the lantern in front of me from here on.
Is there a reasoning for that?
Vaguely. I'm not gonna say anything unless someone asks, but Noeon wants to take point.
Yeah, you got it, Noeon. Go for it.
Yeah. So just as we're walking, I'm gonna just inch my way up to the front with the lantern, keeping an eye on the walls and as far down into the tunnel into the darkness that I can see with the lantern up as we continue onward.
I want to
It's
follow.
taking everything in me to not push past him.
Do it.
Whatever the initiative order is, I want to go like third in the row, so like a little in the middle.
Okay.
Oh, marching order? Okay.
Yeah, I want to go third in the marching order.
I'm gonna be directly behind him. Behind Noeon.
Okay.
Dark will be like in the middle, I guess.
Pulling
leaving-
Tubei along.
I was gonna say, we're leaving TV
Yeah.
in the back?
I guess so.
Slowing everyone down. God damn.
Dead weight. Drop him. Okay. So
Yeah, I was more than welcome to go off my own, and y'all just held me back.
Got that Stonefury muscles right here.
well, now there's 3 Stonefuries.
Stonefury heart. Stonefury name.
That's true, there are 3 Stonefuries.
I forgot I have a title.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, Tubei, the same feelings that you got earlier are returning the further you go down this tunnel. Do you still
And
react the same way?
I still get pissed, but it's more controlled. And I tell the people, I tell the group, was like, I think we're going the right way. They keep trying to mess with me right now.
And
I hope
I'm not
so.
gonna let it.
And as you say that, Tubei, you notice a raid, apparently.
Raid.
Cramopoly.
It's a Crabopoly. And And Saucy Bartender is not far behind. Hi, Crab. So, Tube, you are choosing to kind of try and reject those feelings, right? You have this resistance. However, everybody seems to notice that as Tube is mentioning that something is trying to mess with his mind and it in general, that some of the resonance, the stones that have been pulsing and kind of flickering, something changes. They become a little more erratic. And you see that some of the walls, some of the stalactites actually shift ever so slightly, and they are now angled in a different direction. Now have everyone give me a perception check, please.
I'm good.
Don't
at
worry,
those.
guys. Dorak's good at these. Oh! I thought
Oh! Shit!
Higher than a 10! No way! That's
You
the
might
highest
as
I've ever seen you roll.
you might as well
Okay.
throw in a crit success at that point.
Go to Vegas.
Go to Vegas.
Where is my perception?
Okay.
I'm getting to mine.
So, Tube, you actually had advantage and
Had
rolled
advantage.
14.
14.
Oh!
Nice.
I did something with a perception
Oh,
check.
baby,
Word.
a triple.
Okay. So,
The two people who always fuck up are the two people that rolled the highest.
Dorok and Valor, you guys don't really seem to notice much. But Talion, you in particular, notice that the flickering has sped up. The pulsing has sped up and has become erratic.
So it's not rhythmic like it was before.
It doesn't seem to be rhythmic anymore, or the rhythm has changed a lot to the point where it doesn't sound like it or doesn't feel like it's a rhythm again. Noeon, you notice that the pattern is different.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you two are the only two that notice anything's different about it. But you both.
Is it rushing or is it dragging?
This isn't a drum set, so it's okay.
Okay.
But you two also seem to notice that it happened in reaction or at the same time that Tube mentioned it, and he seems to be fending off something that seems to be mentally attacking him.
Oh.
There's another it's a cryo raid.
That is another
Jesus.
raid?
It's another one. Raw cryo raid.
Ignore that.
Oh man. How's it going, cryo? Welcome in. Happy Saturday. We be dungeoning on my dragon. We are Avery indeed. So, we're just finishing up here, actually. We found out that one of our Goliaths, the aqua-skinned Goliath named Tube, he seems to be understanding that this thing is trying to, whatever it is trying to project something into him, and he's refusing to give into it. And two of our other 4 members have recognized that things have changed. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Yeah, I mean, we've...
I was just gonna stand there and start flipping off the cave.
I mean, by all means. I dare you.
Also,
I
wait,
fucking
No,
dare
no,
you.
no.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. I think this was a fun session. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I didn't have any maps, but I didn't feel it was necessary for this. I think the scene
absolutely not.
picture was a little
yeah, I think the
more...
mine was great.
Yeah. And yeah, we will see you all next week, right? Next week is the 29th. Yeah, I'll be here. So we will see you all next week.
Sounds
So-
good.
Yes, yes.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Smug, you're having way too much fun.
I'm having way too much fun with this thing.
Someone needs to take that away from him.
Tell us your
No.
ADHD without telling us your ADHD.
Can we implant it in the hole in the wall?
I spent half of the session trying to press it so slow that it wouldn't honk. I guarantee you heard me at least a couple times mess up.
Every single
I'm too
time.
fast. I'm sorry.
Where it was like half of a honk. But yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, with practice, you'll get better. Alright, I want to give a big shout out to Crapopoly and to Cry the Adventurer for the raids. And to DXY25 Parts. Just 6 months of Thank you so much. Have a wonderful
By Viscera's word, we take the road, bearing questions, not the code. We search the groves, the stone, the stream, for signs half seen, for broken dreams. The land remembers what we do not. Scars still burn where the cision wrought. Old seams breathe where worlds once tore, and leave behind what was not before.
Each true we find us something new. Each trial bends what we thought true. Not knowing yet what must be cured, only knowing it must be endured.
So side by side, through doubt and night, we buy them time to set things right until the truth steps into sight. We will return to the betrayal of light.
We will return
To the betrayal of light. We will return.
to the betrayal.